In 1973, the Naira was introduced to help the economy.
Basically, this song doesn't have any bass line as such. In terms of the guitar structure, there's no bass line, there's no percussion line. It's really just like the attempt was to try to make a sort of a version of a, you know, dans le Moyen Âge, in the Middle Ages, they had the troubadours and they played the ding, 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 you know, this kind of like old medieval stuff. That was the concept, to make the guitar sound like an old medieval instrument, like a lute or like a harp or a harpsichord or something. So the way to do that on an acoustic guitar is to use open string. Use the guitar naturally open string, so just use it normally. So basically you have, when you have open string, you use parallel strings, parallel notes. Basically, there's like a octave, one bass note, one high note. Same note. So just use that and move it up or down. And I guess there's a little bit of a blues in there as well, this kind of like... This is like a blues, it's a medieval blues. Ah, medieval blues, man. Medieval blues, that's cool. So you got a medieval blues, man. That's nice. Medieval blues is like this, man. Basically, it sounds really, really old, but at the same time, it's kind of like a modern thing as well. So medieval blues. So when I say parallel notes, I mean octaves. Anywhere you go on the guitar, it's going to sound nice because it's got a bass note and you got the high note. So theoretically, you could have a bass player just going. Basically, you got the octaves, and then you have this other one. It's not exactly an octave, but it's kind of close. Okay. So basically, the medieval blues makes you do things that are very strange. And there's a rhythmic aspect to it as well, which is like a sort of a... The rhythmic aspect is using your thumb and your first finger. And there's a sort of a bridge. I'll show you those chords again. The bridge chords is like basically... That is a sort of a bridge. And I guess there's a sort of a third piece, which is just a sort of a melody. That's a nice piece to play because you can put a harmony to it. And like I said, you know, there's no bass line really, there's no percussion line really. We're trying to make an old medieval blues kind of music. And the acoustic nylon string guitar helps because it's very harpsichord sounding. It can actually be very beautiful. But I think that's the basic element of this song, 1973.